Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. This is Neo of Ahhhsoneo and I am doing my Project Pan intro, my Pan That palette for 2019. If you'd like to see what palettes I picked, what my goals are for this project, please stick around, watch the video. Back to my space here in the YouTube world. In case you don't know, Ahhhsoneo is a channel that is all about a little bit of luxury. So I like a high-end makeup, I like bags, I like shoes. Not so much clothes though. But you know, I like a little bit of high-end looks. So if that is something that you like to see, please stick around, watch the channel. I also am slightly obsessed with the project panning community here on YouTube and Facebook. And if you don't know what project panning is, then sit down, let's have a chat. Basically, if you're a makeup hoarder like some of us, a little bit, then what the project panning community does is that we try to pan our eyeshadow palettes. And by pan, I mean you use so much eyeshadow that you can see the metal pan at the bottom. So yes, yeah, I find things like that enjoyable. But yes, so what I am doing this year is, and I've done it in 2017 and also 2018, but it's a year-long project where I am trying to pan an eyeshadow palette. I have a playlist that has all my project panning videos in it, and I'll link that down below or up here. And today I just wanted to share with you guys what palettes I've picked for 2019. A little bit of housekeeping. Hey, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Love you guys for that. If you're new, take a minute, watch the video, watch me, decide if you like me. I hope you do. Even if you don't, hit the subscribe button anyway. Click, 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 click. Hit it. You can come back and you can see my progress, see how this panning thing is going for me. Yeah, do that. So, a little bit of background about myself as a panner. I am a terrible panning person. I buy a lot of makeup, but I don't wear a lot of makeup, which is just stupid, but this is where we are. I have accepted this for myself. So I buy a lot of makeup, I just don't use a lot of makeup. And I find that by participating in various project pan projects, like I'm also thinking about doing a finished 19 products in 2019. But by doing a project pan, it keeps me accountable. It keeps me, you know, using makeup and trying to work my way through palettes that would otherwise just sit back there and do nothing. So yes, it keeps me accountable. It almost keeps me focused, but it keeps me going. And one thing I'm doing differently this year in 2019 is that I have joined a Facebook group called the Fantastic Ladies group. I hope I'm saying that right. And they have different multiple ongoing project pans that you can sign up for at any time and participate in. They support each other, we comment on each other's stuff and so on. And so I thought, hey, maybe if I have this extra element of motivation, and support, I can, you know, move further along this year than I have in the 2 past years. Although last year, I personally think I did pretty good. And I'll have a link down below to the finale of last year's Project Pan, which was the Lorac Pro palette. Okay, so again with the Fantastic Ladies Facebook group, I've decided to join the year-long project, which is a pan as old as time. It's a play on Beauty and the Beast, I think. There's a line in there somewhere. If you know what it is, put it in a comment down below. And I did find out about this group from a beauty guru made me do it. I think that's the name of her channel. I like watching her project pans, and she talked about this group, and I found it, and I'm very glad I did. So thank you so much, beauty guru. Love that. But anyway, with this pan as old as time, you're supposed to choose your oldest eyeshadow palette for your project pan. So with that in mind, I am going to show you guys what I will be panning this year. It's not my oldest, but it's definitely one of the oldest, is this tiny little compact here. This is, it's a duo palette from Chanel. and it's number 37. I will insert close-up, guys, but I really hope to pan the dark brown shade here in the Sable palette. It's a very rich golden brown with some slight shimmer sparkles in it, and there's this ivory warm peachy, I don't know how to explain it, shade there. I'd like to get a nice dip in that one. I don't have to pan it, but I would like to get a little bit of a dip in that one. I only tend to use it mainly like a little bit of a highlighter. But this one has gotten some love in the past, and I love this color, and I think it's time to use it up and move it out. But seeing as that's a really tiny little palette with just 2 in it, I thought it would be nice to add something else. And I've actually chosen the ABH Prism palette, Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is definitely not one of my oldest palettes. I think I only bought this last year. I had just used it 3 times, so it doesn't show a lot of wear. I have been using it this year though, 2019. It's already mid-January by the time this video goes up, so there you have it. But because I knew that I was going to be doing my 2019 project, Pan That Palette project on this palette this year, I have already started using this, making more of an attempt to use it. So there's no dips to speak of as yet, but we'll get there. I've been using Lure Parallel quite a bit, and you can see the brush strokes in there. So I can foresee myself panning Lure Parallel, no issues there. I'd love to pan the black Obsidian because I'm obsessed with black eyeshadow. And Throne, definitely, I love that color. And Osiris. I actually think, if I do this right, that I could pan, let me start again, Sphinx as well, Osiris, Obsidian, Lure, Parallel. I'm hoping Pyramid, Throne, Saturn, and Eternal. So that's, ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. That is quite a goal for me, but I think I could do it because I like the diversity of this palette, and that's why I wanted to use it, because with my first palette, it was that Too Faced chocolate bar, and I felt like the looks were so monotone, like the colors were all the same, and it was just this, I kept doing the same thing over and over and over, so it got a little boring. I diversified a little bit with the project, with the Lorac Pro, and what I ended up doing with that one was adding different palettes to the looks I was making with the Lorac Pro. But with this one, I felt like I could do a bunch of evening looks, especially with Osiris and Throne, and a bunch of day looks. And I felt I had good transition colors with Eden and Lure, and then of course with Obsidian, and I love smoky eyes, so that would work well. Obsidian with Osiris, Obsidian with Throne. And then I thought I could do a little bit of shimmery daytime glamour with Sphinx and Eternal. So the colors I don't see myself getting anywhere with in this palette are Lucid. Let me see what Lucid looks like. I don't think I've ever touched Lucid. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, silly me, because Lucid is coming across kind of golden on the back of my hand, which I wasn't anticipating. If I was one of those people who's crazy about highlight, then I would use Lucid as a highlight, like, you know, cheeks and all of that. But I'm not that crazy about highlight. But I will use it on my upper eyebrows, so maybe there'll be progress there. Okay, so this is what I don't see myself using a lot of. The yellow, the 2 yellows, Unity and Sphere, and maybe Dimension, those 3. But the rest, I think I can definitely hit pan on 8 of those eyeshadows. Wish me luck, guys. Gonna try and keep this brief. I can't wait to start doing my monthly updates. Wish me luck on that as well, on both of my project pans for this 2019 Project Pan That palette. And let's see how this goes. I think it's gonna go well, right? I think so too. Thank you, guys. Remember, choose happiness.